Hey everyone, it's Saturday 5th of April and today is the big one. I'm going to do 32 kilometers, the longest I've ever run and the longest run I will do in this marathon training block. I've got 3 weeks of training left, so today's run is absolutely crucial. I did some other bits of training during the week and I'll show you all of that in a bit of a montage, but I know we want to get straight to the 32 kilometers, so I'm not going to waste any time. We're going to get in the car, we're going to head to Kite Beach and we're going to get this started. So let's go.
So the plan is 5k at conversational pace, 9k at marathon pace, which is 5:05, 5k at conversational pace, 8k at marathon pace, and then 5k at conversational pace. Hannah's going to do 18k and we're going to meet at the end. So very similar to last time. We're at the same place, Kite Beach. We're going to end up at the canal. As you can see, it's a bit later than I would have liked. It's already past 6 o'clock and it's going to be quite hot today. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, might as well get started.
You on my mind a lot. Don't need no time watch. I don't know how I got you in my pocket spot. Yeah, that's babe, need you every day. You like my oxygen, make it seem like the barging down. Got my heart no barging in. From the bed to the floor to the couch. Might wake the neighbors up. Break you in and break you out. In the end, we gon' make the child. Then we gon' hit the show. Part 2, we don't need no pause.
I'm at 2.5 of the conversational pace and I've gone out way too fast. 5:22 when I'm meant to be doing just under 6. So I'm trying to slow it down because I have 9k 5-minute pace. So I've got to have that in the back of my mind that there's some challenging running to come. This is typical, but this is good. It's better it happens here and I pay the price on a training run than it happens on marathon day. I need to go a lot slower at the start. The 5k mark is gone and I'm now running at a 5:05 pace. The beach is coming to an end, so giving you guys a last shot. Glass is already on because the sun is out. And now I'm on the canal, so more urban. Got quite a bit of noise of construction. It is so uneventful so far than what I was hoping for. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a minute to give you a recap of what I did this week. So Monday was an 8k easy run. Me and Hannah headed out, nothing spectacular. It was just a way to get back into it after the 28k on the weekend before. Then Tuesday was a day off. We just did a bit of walking and that takes us to Wednesday. Wednesday was mile up and overs, which is you have a mile divided into 4 bits of 400 meters. And so 400 meters of 5:15, 400 meters, 4:15, 400 meters, 5:15, 400 meters, 4:15 for the total distance. And you do that 3 times with a break of 120 seconds. Thursday was another 8k easy run, which I did with Hannah, just nice and easy, nothing too crazy on that one. I think there was a period where I tried to get my pace up just a little bit, but again, it was quite straightforward. And so Friday, we just went for a walk. It was a rest day, and that brings us to today. I've just done a week recap, holding an action camp, running at marathon pace in 29 degrees heat off the top of my head. That has got to be worth a like and a subscribe. Go and hit those buttons. Heading to downtown now, and I've got 3:29 left. Just coming to the end of the 9k. I'm still doing 5:05. Don't know if I've managed to keep the average, or we'll see. So that is it. Interval 2 is complete. We'll see. So now I just need to do 5k at conversational pace. Oh, I felt tough. Oh. regular programming resumed, stopped, and had a very quick use of the toilet. We've probably lost about 90 seconds, but that's fine. Like I said, this is the Dubai Design District, very nice, and as you can see, close proximity to downtown and business space, so really nice place to be. If you carried on over my shoulder, if you carried on that way, you would end up at Dubai Creek. Like I said, you need to watch the video I post next week about all the best running places in Dubai. I'm going to cover all the routes with GPX downloads as well.
Voiceover time. Now you must be wondering where I got that bottle of water from. These guys that I'm about to show you, these guys, they actually handed me a bottle of water. They saw I was struggling. They knew I was quite far from the beach and wouldn't have any water. So they handed me a bottle of water. This is the same spot where the guy gave me the key to the toilet in my video last week. So there's something about this spot where people always seem to help me. Anyway, I just thought I would show this.
Took that water down too fast. But we're now on 5:05 pace for 8k. This is going to take me back to the beach, and then it's a conversational pace. I had to stop just there because I got a pace slow warning. It's going to be the hardest 5:05 I've ever done, but I'm going to keep pushing. I am out. I have nothing left. I'm literally just putting one foot in front of the other, and I've got a long way to go. So back on the beach, you're wondering where I've been. I was struggling to move one foot after another, so I took a minute break, sort of a brisk walk, not much faster than what I'm doing now, and then started again. But I'm just going to try and do this to the end. I'm really struggling. Not giving up just yet. So I'm at the 28k mark. Literally what I did last week. So it's last week plus 4. Do you know what's going through my mind? How am I going to do another 10 on top of this? Still like I've got 2k to go. God, my legs feel so heavy. It's like I'm not the same person I was an hour ago. It's insane. Even the thought of walking feels hard. Done. 32k. My calves are cramping.
Yeah, the one. Huh? Start with the other one. This one? So I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is I finished. I did the 32k. The bad news is all my optimism that I had last week has gone out the window. I struggled, as you can see from the limited amount of footage. There were times I had no energy to even show you guys what I was doing because it was just that bad. If you remember, I mentioned that I have a theory as to why I'm struggling, because I was struggling at 25k and I did 28 last week and I was fine. So I think it's the mileage I had done in the build up to this. I'd done a 28k, I'd had a rest on Sunday. On Monday, I'd done 8k. On Tuesday, I'd gone walking for 8k. On Wednesday, I did another 8k, of which there were some really fast runs in there because it was the mile up and overs. On Thursday, I did another 8k. On Friday, I went walking for 8k. And then, there's a theme here, right? And then now did 32k. So in the build up, just in the 5 days to the build up, I had done 40 kilometers. And then this takes me to 72. Across my entire training program, including the week of the marathon, the max it ever wants me to do is 55 kilometers in a week. I had already done 40 of that by the minute I started the run today. So I finished on 72 odd kilometers. And if you add in, if you kind of go over a 7-day period, you have to add in the 28 kilometers from last Saturday. I'm on 100. So maybe I'm making excuses, but I do feel like there was just a lot of mileage on because my legs just felt tight. I felt like I was going to cramp up any minute. So the other factor, other than the fact I'd done a lot of mileage, was the weather. It got really hot, and the Dubai heat at this time of the year is deceptive. It goes up to 36, but at no point do you feel, oh my God, it's absolutely roasting like you would when it gets hot in the UK or when you're in Spain or something. It kind of sneaks up on you. Even in the summer months, I don't know if you've watched some of my previous videos, I mentioned how you would go out, not really feel that hot, and then 5 minutes later, you're literally drenched in sweat. It's the same thing here. I got very dehydrated very quickly. So yeah, I'm glad I did it. I was hoping I was going to finish it strong, and then I can tell myself on marathon day, I just have to do what I did today plus 10. Now I'm in a place of, could I have added another 10 to today? No. So on marathon day, I've got to do something different. Remember, today I was doing 5:05s at one point. I think my average, even with the bits where I was absolutely struggling and basically turkey trotting, I think the average I finished off is, I need to check it, is 5:45. I might be wrong. I'll put the right amount or the right time up on the screen. On marathon day, my aim is to finish, right? If I do a sub 4, great. So I'm going to go out a lot slower. I'm going to preserve my energy. It's going to be cooler because it's in the UK. So I guess I still have that bit of optimism. It wasn't the end of the world. It's not a car crash. I've done 32, which I'd never done before. So I'm pleased with that. We've got 2 weeks of taper. So rather than do a video for each week, I'm gonna do a video at the end of the 2 weeks. So just a combination of the last 2 weeks in that video. In terms of next week's video, what I intend to do instead is release a video showing the 5 best running spots in Dubai. I now wanna show you guys the best places to go running if you're a visitor, if you live here, if you're training for a marathon, if you're just running. So that's what that video is gonna be about. On that note, and while Hannah keeps gunning me from behind, pause. Thank you so much for watching. Of course, please like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon so you're informed of my future videos, and I'll see you later. Take care.